All right, last Apple story of the day. AirPower prototype Teardown pops up, and it probably showcases exactly why it never shipped. This showed up as an upload on Bilibili, the Chinese video site. And, of course, nobody knows for sure if it's authentic, but it's a really interesting look. It has a lightning connector. And for sure, there's some prototypes out there, so it's not completely... there's a chance that it's legit. Mm-hmm. It's worth considering the legitimacy. And when you scroll down to the Teardown image, you'll see a tremendous number of coils on there. Now, you may recall this device never came to market. Apple said this thing was creating too much heat. It wasn't meeting their strict criteria for quality in a device that they would put out. Mm-hmm. And so they shelved it. And the rumor is that they're working on a smaller version now, but this one got shelved. And so people were really curious about what the thing was actually like. And it's why we're looking at this prototype. And I look at the coils on the left-hand side. By the way, apparently there were 14 wireless charging coils. Now, the point of this, for those that are wondering, is to have the ability to place multiple devices, but also to be able to place your device basically anywhere and have it charged, not have to place it in any specific location. Of course, recent rumors have suggested they would do a smaller pad with magnets to help align the wireless charge component, so you can also eliminate the guesswork. But the piece that the AirPower would have had would be multiple devices at the same time. The watch, the pods, the phone. And you would think Apple would really care about this because it sort of completes the ecosystem that they're so famous for.
Right.
But they had the heat issues that we mentioned. So anyway, you end up with this 14 coil situation that looks a lot like something that I actually recently checked out. I don't know if you remember the name of that charger.
I don't remember the name. I was just thinking about it.
So we had transparent glass on top of the charger. You're looking at VIN.
It's right there.
It's right there. What's the name of that, VIN? Zen's Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, they made a version of it that's see-through so you could appreciate your 16 coils within the wireless charger. Now, this thing was very pricey. It does work. I love it. It's very cool. And you don't have to get the transparent version, by the way. There is just a black version as well if you don't need to see your coils. But it seems that they nailed the thing that Apple was unable to create, at least in my short amount of time using it, but also at a very expensive price point. And look at those coils are much more tightly packed. I believe that unit may have had a little fan in it to keep it cool, if I recall correctly.
It was also very thick.
Very thick.
Yes.
Way thicker than AirPower.
Yes.
So these are the compromises that had to be made in an eventual product that actually made it to market. But nonetheless, I believe Apple is still working on it. I believe they do need to nail it to complete the whole ecosystem. It's not going to be what it was. It's not going to be this prototype that showed up, but they got to do something. Mm-hmm. They have all these wireless chargeable devices and no real wireless charge. It's very bizarre when you think about it.
And they have probably a huge R&D team.
Huge.
To work on something like this.
It's crazy they don't have a wireless charger yet.
Yeah, and the standard is Qi. So, like, you don't have to create some sort of new charging
the
system.
Engineers are all out there, and failing on this specific product probably set them back substantially, because this could have been in development for a couple years and they had to go back to the drawing board. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But it's got to be sometime soon. They got to hit us with something.